Anyway, Chapter 7, The Shores of Northrend. We are finally here. 1 month later along the icy coasts of Daggercap Bay. And see, now we can start looking at the geography again. And I was obsessively looking at the geography before, when we were in Lordaeron, comparing it to the WoW geography. And now look at where we are. This looks to me like Howling Fjord. Only, like, where it shows Arthas's base camp where we are now, this is where Valgard is. And I think in one version they said that the Valgard is exactly that, Arthas's base camp where he landed. And somewhere up here is Utgard Keep, the Vrykul Keep, who were apparently asleep at this point. And because they haven't been invented yet when we were doing this, when we were playing these maps originally. They haven't been invented yet. And they even Blizzard even joked about it. That it's a completely it's a completely ancient old race that we had just invented. But in another version, they said that Arthas's first landing was here on the frozen coast. And there are quests about going to the frozen coast in Dragonblight, where you deal with the ghosts of the people Arthas killed. Spoiler, by the way. When you deal with the ghosts of the people Arthas killed, his soldiers that he killed, because they're replaying the events of that landing, and you can see them replaying those events that we will see in a moment. But instead of so in one version they landed here, but here we are seeing that they landed in the area more or less where Valgard is. So that's a strange inconsistency. Drak'tharon Keep is also much closer than you'd think. Like, I'm trying to think, like, if this is Dragonblight, then you'd have the whole Grizzly Hills would have to be here. So maybe Drak'tharon Keep is in the right place. If this is all of Grizzly Hills like squished in here. Yeah, I'm moving my hands and you can't see. If this is like squished in here, the Grizzly Hills, or they just haven't invented Grizzly Hills yet at the time. Because you will see in a moment that the climate is very different than what we see in World of Warcraft when we get to this place. Right, let's finally get into the map.
This is
the snow
land,
on the units.
You can barely even see the sun. This howling wind cuts to the bone and you're not even shaking. My lord, are you all right?
Captain,
this captain.
Are all my forces accounted for?
Nearly. There are only a few ships.
Very well.
I'm trying to remember if this is supposed to be Farwyn or Luke Valenforth. Like, it would be Falric or Marwyn. It could be Falric or Marwyn. But I already decided that the first captain was Falric, so this would have to be Marwyn or Luke Valenforth. And I don't remember if these are the lines that are ascribed to Luke Valenforth, or if there is a third captain. If there is a third captain, the third captain is Luke Valenforth, and then this is Marwyn. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, just this. We don't have a base. We have seals. I can't click the peasants. Okay. Have a seal. We don't have.
For honor.
Let's see what's in here.
Certainly.
Not much. Wolves. That's. Maybe there's a Gorwal here. No, the infamous Worgen that could be tamed by hunters for a little while. It wasn't that you could tame Worgen. You, priest, get to the back. You will be injured if you keep going to the front.
I'm here to help.
And maybe the Gorwal is somewhere in there. The infamous Worgen that could be tamed by hunters, not because you could tame Worgen, but because he started as a wolf. He starts the fight as a wolf, and originally you could. What is that?
A sound plan.
And originally, you could Dire Frost. Maybe that's Gorwal. But Arthas didn't kill Gorwal, so maybe that's like Gorwal's brother or uncle. Arthas killed. Gorwal started the fight as a wolf, and you could tame him in that form. You could tame him in that form.
A sound plan.
Oh yeah, boost the damage. I need that. Garwal starts the fight as a wolf. What do I get rid of? I know I'm not picking up the consumables. Garwal starts the fight as a wolf, and in that form he used to be tameable. But then halfway through the fight he turns into a worgen, and once he is in that form he is no longer tameable. So it used to be, because you know I play hunters a lot. It used to be.
Ice trolls.
It used to be that you could time the taming process in a way that you would get him tamed exactly in the second that he turns into a worgen. So you could get like you were able to get like a worgen pet briefly. Save Marwyn! Must save Marwyn just like we saved Folric. I hope we saved Folric, and I hope he did actually save, and I didn't notice, and I didn't just not notice him dying.
A sound.
Potion of Grit. I guess I'm not picking up the consumables. But yeah, we're now working on saving Captain Marwyn, because I decided this is Marwyn.
A sound plan.
I will really regret not having the consumables.
Of course. For honor.
Betrayer of the light.
Okay, this must be Muradin.
Ah, a gold mine. We'll set up our base there.
There it is.
We're under attack. Take cover.
Bloody hell. You're not undead.
And this is one of these updated models.
Muradin Bronzebeard, is that you?
Damn, boy. I never imagined that you'd be the one to come to our rescue.
Rescue? Muradin, I didn't even know you were here.
Oh, just the same, lad. I could use your help. My mates and I were attacked. I appreciate any backup you can give me.
Of course I'll help Muradin. Let's move. The light is my strength.
Right, and we got our second hero, and maybe he can go back and pick up the. Maybe he can go back and pick up the items we missed. Yeah, the consumables I didn't pick up.
Let's do this.
Yeah, we'll keep all the consumables on Muradin for as long as we have them. There was something else that I didn't pick up. I don't now remember where it was. He's picking up these. This.
Let's get it on.
And then return to office.
Like it.
Okay. Always start with 3 in the mine.
Justice shall be done. Certainly. Foul knave.
And we need to build a bunch of stuff.
Ready to work.
Look at flying machines. I noticed that it doesn't tell us about new units we get. I don't know if that's a mod thing, because the mod assumes.
Ready to work.
The mod assumes that we already
That's
know.
them. And they're still under attack from the undead.
Let's move, men.
We don't need that
Those
many.
dwarves need help.
Oh yeah, and I need to save the dwarves here. I will save the dwarves as soon as I got a bunch of stuff built.
What is it? Ready to work.
Ready for action.
Lumber mill, I will need the lumber mill, but now I need the blacksmith.
Yes, my lord.
We do not have a lumber mill. Confirmed, yes. We do not have a lumber mill.
Ready
All
to
right.
work. Yes, me
Okay,
lord.
you build a lumber mill here.
Ready to work.
Is there danger? Feel my wrath.
Oh yeah, and the flying machines will get ahead
Ready
of
to work.
themselves. We can't build more of them, can we? No. Flying machines are probably in the workshop. Because they would make sense to be in the workshop. Okay, once you
Alright.
finish that, you go off and return that wood.
Job's done.
Okay,
Ready to work.
More gold is required.
more gold is required, my new worst nightmare. Okay, and can we upgrade these? Because it says it requires
Ready to
keep, but we
work.
have castles, so we have the highest level, I think.
Research
Job's done.
More gold is required.
No gold is required. Okay, what else do we need? We will need the workshop to get more of the
More
flying
work.
machines. Okay, you
Righto.
return that
Yes, my
and
lord.
don't...
More gold is required.
no gold is required. Okay.
Alright.
Like, see, I don't get it. I still don't get it. This is the third map I'm playing today, and I still don't get what does the game want me to do. Like, it doesn't give me enough gold.
Research complete. More gold is
It
required.
doesn't give me enough gold to make all the units I need to make. But it
Our forces
requires
are under
me
attack.
to make more units. So, what is that about? How is that supposed to work? I'm just complaining about the same topic for 3 missions in a row that you will see like a week apart.
Locked and
Because I
loaded.
also will cut like
Research
lore
complete.
videos in between. I will get out there once I got...
More gold is required.
Maybe that will be too late for the besieged dwarves.
Job's done.
More gold is required.
More gold is constantly more gold is
What
required.
is it?
Like I can't put more workers, but it won't help. So like, what does it want me to do?
Off I go then. Righto.
Research complete.
Oh yeah, I
Alright.
actually need more farms, which also cost gold.
Build more farms.
Yes, me lord.
Yeah. I can at least research
Research complete.
while I wait for the farms, but still not enough gold. Dwarves keep fighting. They like should get going. Should get going.
Job's done.
More gold is required.
More work.
Actually, I'll just set up this
then.
one more farm and I'll try to get this done.
Certainly.
Okay, don't just go off
Research
completely over there. Don't go on your own. Jesus already.
Research complete.
Go! Where are you going? And the flying machine is done already. Okay.
Job's done.
A sound plan. Certainly.
Okay.
Feel my wrath. I await your command. Betrayer of the light. Research complete. You are past the death.
Okay, this will be rough.
Job's done.
Focus fire on the towers first. Yeah, like, imagine if that conversation you had here at the start Imagine that conversation you had here at the start with the captain and about where you were, if that was a camp at the start of the mission. Or maybe like after this mission you had a camp in Northrend and you could like pick Arthas and or Muradin and like pick who were the commanders. Yeah, that would be nice
The light is my
to
strength.
have.
Certainly. A sound plan. Of course.
And I think these guys should be safe now.
A sound plan.
There's still like some buildings here, but
Feel my wrath.
okay, I reached you. So what more do you want me to do?
For Cosmodan! It's hammer time!
Do I need to kill all the buildings here?
Our forces are under attack. Our town is under siege.
Of course.
That's more like it. Let's get it on.
Sheesh.
Let's do this.
What is it?
Should have built some towers first. What?
Our forces are under attack.
Alright. Off I go then.
Ready for action.
How bad is it? Did I actually lose something? I don't think I really lost anything. This guy is just going to repair this. But yeah. Oh, this guy that I told to build the towers is instead repairing.
Ready for action.
They might also attack from this direction. Do I have any more idle
my lord.
peasants?
Yes, my
This
lord.
guy. Yeah, why is he here? Why is that peasant? Is that one of their peasants? I didn't even know they had a peasant.
Righto.
Okay, build more towers
Off I
over
go
here.
then. Oh,
Yeah, they
what?
had some random peasants here.
Locked and loaded.
Righto.
Okay, now we have high upkeep. So we're probably at cap
Justice.
now
Job's done.
with the units they made. Oh, siege engines, yeah, that would be nice.
I stand for the light.
Feel my wrath.
Yeah, their units are coming from over there. Like, we don't really need to keep that.
Job's
Like,
done.
sure, they got barracks and blacksmith, and we can do some research while it's standing here. Okay. Like we have a pretty big army now, so we could probably just go off and destroy Morganus's base by now.
Job's done.
Oh yeah, the workshop isn't rallied on Arthas.
More gold is required.
And we need more gold
Job's
again.
done.
We have liftoff. For my father, research
The
complete.
texture is freaking out again.
Of course. Ready for action. More gold is
More
required.
gold is required.
Job's done.
And you stay here and you repair those. While they
Ready
slowly
for action.
make the gold.
Certainly.
You are past redemption.
You know what?
Upgrade complete.
I am putting you on follow against Arthur. Wait. I'm starting to do micro. This is
Research
how
complete.
bad that is, because I'm starting to do micro and I'm following you
Research complete.
on Arthur's, on follow
Research
Arthur's,
complete. Upgrade complete.
so that you don't go ahead of me.
A sound plan.
Justice.
What the? Those creatures are even bigger than ogres.
Slay them quickly.
You've never seen Wendigos? Or like Yetis? There are Yetis
Our
in
forces
Eastern
are under
Kingdoms.
attack.
I guess maybe they weren't invented yet, or maybe they were.
Our town is under siege.
Okay, unit. Gonthas of Ogre Strength, not unit but item. Okay, Muradin probably picked this up.
Research complete.
Okay, we still
I'm
need
here to
to...
help. A sound plan.
We already lost another flying machine. Come on. Oh, this is mechanical. You can't heal the pilot, I guess. I guess you can't heal the pilot. Is there like any way? Okay, we can go over there that way. We lost the third tower already.
Research complete.
What? All right.
Okay, you
Research
just
complete.
stand here in their way. I'm just doing F2 again. And you guys
Is there
are
danger?
supposed to follow Arthur's. Like, I'm trying to be smarter
Upgrade complete.
and not just using F2 everywhere.
Yes, me lord.
Build more towers because we
Right,
clearly
I
need
can't
them.
build them.
You
What
build
is it?
more towers too.
Yes, me lord.
And you upgrade to like Arcane Tower.
I stand for
Try
the
to be
right.
smarter, try to remember to not use F2 for everything. Like,
Job done.
so the... But I don't know if that helped at all, because the flying machines still died
That has to be
instantly.
where Mal'Ganis is hiding.
And I can't
I
heal
want that
them
base level.
with Arthas. And I should heal the knights at least. Do we have enough priests? Probably not.
Job done.
And I am losing people. I lost, I think, one. I think this shows how many units are available to be resurrected. Now focus on the tower here first. Like Ziggurat, I think it was called. Production. Kill the workers. Kill this. This was the one that makes acolytes into shades, so that's not super important. Kill the acolytes. Now destroy, and I lost another. I need like 2 footmen. Like 2 or 3 more footmen. I still rallied at Arthas. No, don't use F2. Heal. Okay, destroy this first. Kill the workers.
Forces are under attack.
Goose can't repair, I don't think. But still, kill the workers and level Muradin. These tanks, like, they need to get this close. This is production for the abominations. Okay, we did build the base.
All right, Muradin. What were you doing up here anyway?
Why did you only ask him this now?
There's an ancient waygate that lies somewhere in this glacial wasteland.
We were standing in the base doing nothing. Why didn't you ask it then?
Moonblade named Frostmourne is held. We came here to recover Frostmourne, but the closer we came to finding the waygate, the more undead we encountered.
Prince Arthas, we haven't found any trace of Mal'Ganis.
No matter. He can't hide from me. Captain, I want you to establish this site as our primary base.
Yes, my lord.
And this, when he says, I want you to establish this base, so I think this was Farwin, the captain was Farwin here, because there is a third captain in the mission where you hire the mercenaries to destroy the ships. So that third captain was Luke Valenforth, I think, and this was Farwin. And now I forgot what I was talking about before I remembered Farwin. Okay, I do not remember how long I have been recording by now. Once this loads up, I think I will take a break again, and I should see this like in another day. Yeah, we're getting close to ending the human campaign at last, and he said to establish the base camp in the next direction, and yes, that's what I was talking about. Where he says that we should establish a base camp here is the base. I forgot what it's called. At the eastern edge of Dragonblight, there is this human town where there is the quest where you hop on a griffin and you fly around and pick up the people that are being assaulted by undead. That base he established there on top of the undead base. That is the base that is the place. I don't remember what it's called. Like on the eastern edge of Dragonblight, just in the Naxxramas. It's like right next door at the time in the Wrath of the Lich King. I don't remember. Anyway, that should be it for today, and I probably made an even bigger fool of myself because, like I said, I was on 3 hours of sleep at the time of this recording. But still gotta grind those videos even if no one watches them. Gotta put up some content out there. But there are some views. Some people are coming to watch the videos even if they don't stay too long. So it's not a completely wasted effort. So I am enjoying playing the game, and I will keep playing the game. And I hope you are enjoying watching me play the game and watching me ramble on about random things while I play the game. Maybe one day I will make that like co-op or that WarCraft 4 campaign. Maybe one day I will make that. But until then, this should be it for today. I hope to see you next time in more lore videos or more gameplay videos, whatever I end up recording next. And until next time.